Whew. All right, so what we're going to be? Well, I'm going to go ahead and load up a save here to get my settings, and then go back to the main menu. Basically, this is New Game Plus with having to actually use getting RNG drops for quests, and this game has a lot of DLC or not DLC of quests that require monster drops, and then the Punya series as a whole doesn't have good ratios of monster drops. So each quest can either take just a couple of tries, or it could take a very long time to get what you need. And that's basically the gist of what this run is. We're going to be going for True End. We'll explain that more when we get to chapter 2. When we get the thing that we need to start hunting for True End stuff. I might as well go ahead and begin the countdown. I will be beginning in the... What?
I said, oh boy. Here we go.
It's time. We will begin this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! We have weapons for everybody, useless Coliseum stuff we won't really use in this run. And then powerful armor, but the most OP thing that we have DLC-wise, other than the weapons and armor, we have 3 extra scouts. But like I said before the run started, in chapter 2, we shall let you know more about scouts. And XSplit showing that I am indeed streaming with XSplit by the capture card already being behind. Let's fix that. Oh yeah, that's not how you fix it in XSplit. Oh well. I'm gonna try and ignore it until a very long cutscene. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Alright, so right away we're going to be starting out with some RNG quests. Killing the Dogus, which is a tutorial quest. The first fight automatically has 2 of them. And what we hope for is for the second fight to have 3, because we need 5 total. If you see the capture card go away for a second and come back, that is fixing the audio issue. That's how you know I'm working on it. You can tell right away how stupidly strong the armor is by just looking at the difference between Nep's health at the start of the dungeon and when I equip the weapon. That's how much health she got. She got crap done, and I got perfect RNG. Perfect RNG in my video game during a marathon run? Etc, etc. And it fixed itself. Okay. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Yeah, we gotta do story stuff. The RNG quest is in the other dimension.
Yep. So, Neptunia Reverse, the most important part is fishing, as Fresh brings up. Everyone loves fishing, right? So you're going to be doing a lot of it when you play that game.
Imagine buying a PS5 just to buy the NEP games for it. And then the first NEP game you buy for it's just a fishing simulator. And then imagine doing an 8-hour-long stream with nothing but NEP fishing. That's what I'm going to do.
We're going to hold you to that.
And it's because I knew you would say that I shall dedicate a day off. try to do those in a very specific order. You don't have to do those in a specific order, but I end with La Station because it's just a straight left shot from La Station all the way. Play the tune. I guess I'll explain. All you need is one direction, not the band. But yeah, so this is Diet New Game Plus. We're as strong as you are in New Game Plus, but we don't have no eject buttons. We can't leave these dungeons right away. We have to be a pleb and walk all the way to the exit ourselves. We gotta get Neptune her exercise.
You also can't jump high, although it only rarely matters.
Yep. The first instance of jumping low instead of high, and it actually mattering for a quick dungeon, will come at the end of this chapter, where we have to go a long way, but it's not that long of a way. Anyway, in reality, none of the dungeons in this game are like a long way, except maybe the cave dungeons.
Feels worldy, Z-Fresh.
Yep.
Yep, so the net games on PS5 are a thing. A crashing thing, but a thing nonetheless.
Imagine that they built Rebirth 1 plus, but it's coming out on PS5, but they forgot that they only optimized it for PS4, so it doesn't work too well on the PS5. Now that would be memes.
That would be memes indeed.
Yes, reverse, but I'm still making fun of the name we called it before the official name.
Yeah, imagine actually being asked to buy a PS5.
Ah, so this is not too much different than a New Game Plus run, for prologue anyway. Sub 6. Alright. Now, here's
yeah,
the game.
Rebirth is now out. I forgot about that. But you're also allowed to do your commentary.
It's almost out, yeah.
No, it's out.
Oh, it is? Oh, oh crap. No one's talked about it. I didn't even know.
What day do you think you're on?
I just read Z Precious. I didn't read Ox's. I mean, I am leveling. You can skip it decently fast. But
yeah.
I also have only done one fight. 2 fights. You don't really level up too much by fighting Doggers. Now time to make Flutie and Noir. This ain't New Game Plus. As OP as they need to be for the rest of the game. That's all they need. Neptune, Flutie, and Noir. Those 3 won't die for the most part. It's been untested on the final fight since this is the very first run of Truin. But we're both pretty sure that the final fight won't do much. But later characters who will get some strong weapons, they won't have armor, so they can still die, but they'll do a lot of damage first. Alright, so we're going to be killing these jellies. We need 5 jellies, but we're also going to try and ignore item drops. I didn't see if that dropped anything. Okay, we're also going to be hunting for 6 different item drops, 2 from 3 different types of enemies. For quests that gives you stick flicks.
Quests that give you stick flicks.
Yep. Alright, so we're going to be looking for begging bowls, something that the angel drop, and mysterious halo. That's what they're called. And we got 1 of each right there. Wow, that's actually pretty good. We got 2 of the 6. Another begging bowl. The audio's getting behind again, but at least it fixed itself without me doing anything. No bowl. We need 2 saps as well.
2 saps, 2 dolls, 2 halos, or whatever they are.
There's 1 sap. We're halfway done. Yeah, this is pretty good so far. Normally it takes like 100 years per drop. Wait, I need to go up there? I forgot how to get up there. Oh well.
I think it gives you... it actually takes 3,000 years to get good RNG.
Oh, wow. Okay, we just need another Halo. This is the wet dream of standard new game runners. I swear if this gives a Halo, I'll do a squee. Imagine actually landing a symbol attack though.
Wait.
Okay, it did not give... I don't remember any backup Halo.
Okay, so Rebirth
Was it this?
apparently has full cutscene skip.
Okay, it was not that.
As in V2 style cutscene skip.
About time, to be honest. There it is.
So we have a Rebirth 1 with full cutscene skip. Or it might just be an event replay or something.
There it is, we're done. Alright. So if that's the case, imagine New Game Plus. Half an hour.
Should be shorter. But yeah, around there.
Alright, so we're done with this chapter. We got all the item drops we need for the future quests. With probably some of the most insane drop RNG we've ever seen. Not minimum fights, but what was it, just 2 extra than minimum? 1 or 2?
Pretty insane, yeah.
So the rest of this chapter is just turning in quests, watching cutscenes, backing out, doing the random stuff, going to the Basilicom eventually. This game is basically a do quests and go to Basilicom Simulator. Oh yeah, there's some fights every now and then.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Sometimes you fight things.
If you're going through the NEP games for the first time, Rebirth 1, 2, 3, or the even more so in the NEP trilogy, remember that when you get to victory, if you're willing to advance the plot, but you don't know where to go, it's usually Basilicom. Almost always. Now we get to meet best Oracle in all of the Neptunia history. Mini Histoire. Yes, Rebirth 3 removed quite a few quests from Victory to make it a shorter game. A lot of them were very welcome removals.
Yeah, it's not so much that they got removed entirely as that they got made not mandatory anymore. They still exist as like quests you can randomly do, but you don't have to do them to complete the chapter anymore.
But yeah, basically this was just a going back into the game type run that I've never done before, just to see how much I can remember. So far I've remembered pretty good. And I think
good.
And I don't remember exactly how many crystal things we need from the golems in the next chapter.
2.
2?
Or is it 3? I forget.
It was 2 or 3. But but the thing I was going to need your help with was which dungeon to get the old man Pathos? I know you can get it. It's like dungeon. You can get it in the dungeon chapter before it's the chapter it actually becomes available in.
It's on the split. It's the blonde dungeon during chapter 5.
Okay, so chapter 5 entering 6.
Well, chapter 5, The quest is at the start of chapter 6, and you can get the drop while you're going to Blan's event.
Alrighty. Then there's one more too, I think, a box bird or something.
Yeah, that's chapter 8, when this quest is in chapter 9.
That is one that is not in Rebirth 3.
Well,
Oh, whoops.
it's actually a bit different. There are 2 quests there, you can do them both early. Because they both drop in the chapter 8 dungeon. But one of them is removed in Rebirth 3.
Yeah. That fight right there is an unwinnable fight. But even though we are in standard new game, she can't deal damage to us, and we can just kick her butt.
DLC, bitch.
Yep. The power of super strong Hulk type DLC. And then we get unskippable CG here of everyone's favorite victory character.
And if you play Rebirth 3 New Game Plus on a sufficiently fast PC, this CG doesn't load half the time. So you don't get to see it.
You don't get to witness Sadistic Heart's first appearance. Sad face.
Yeah.
But at the very least, on the PS3 game, you're unable to go to the next section until this CG is all the way viewed and scroll to the top at very slow speeds. Alright, so why didn't I use a skill with Iris Heart? She doesn't have one yet. That's another reason why DLC is pretty good. It speeds up that fight a lot, in the fact that Iris Heart being pretty much the strongest character in the game, but she doesn't get a skill at all until, if you do just minimum required fights, she doesn't get a skill until after the chapter 2 mini boss. No, it's not even until after the chapter 2 end boss. If I remember correctly. All she can do right now is heal.
She is, like, she's the strongest character, not really because she's like super strong on her own, but because a lot of the bosses are magic weak. And she's like the best magic attacker you have. Not that she's bad, she's like the same power as the other characters apart from being magic, but because she's magic, she's strong.
Very strong.
The final boss of the game is actually magic resistant. But, I mean, this is DLC, so who really cares? Resistances.
I'm still trying to decide if I need to buy armor or not for the
I'm not so sure anything that you
armor
can
strong
buy can
characters.
help, but you can have a look anyway.
Whoever we're gonna have for the 4th slot, I'm thinking Plutia, not Plutia. Pishi. There, that's her name.
Imagine.
Imagine forgetting characters' names. I'm a. Alright, I'm gonna try and remember on my own how to do the save skimming for the part coming up. Shouldn't be too
Save
bad to
skimming?
remember.
Oh, we're gonna scout for
I'm gonna try. I'm
Power
gonna
Level Island. Or Lego Island as it's called in this game.
Oh yeah, you can't make that jump like you can in V2.
Although honestly, given that you're playing with DLC, I would wait until you get Iffy as a scout before you scout anything. Just so you have the most amount possible, but that's up to you.
When do we get Iffy as a scout? Chapter 4?
I think not until like chapter 6 or 7, so...
Well, that sounds like a good idea then.
I think you need to wait for it to grow up, so that's probably chapter 7. And she becomes like the 6th scout you'll have or something.
I'll keep you
That or the
around
5th,
till
I
I'm
forget.
satisfied. Anytime.
Why are you yelling at me, Z-Fresh? Go away.
I'll tell you, it's been so long since I've done this in dungeon without the eject button strapped.
God damn it, Marin.
How dare. He didn't even ask me if I wanted to do incentives. I actually had some decent incentives in my head. I was thinking of either doing like the final fight with all 4 CPUs or all 4 candidates, or the party that we both would have decided would just been the best anyway. Would have included Pluto. Alright, so now we're about to get the worst thing ever invented in the Neptunia universe. It's been made better since this game, but holy crap, this game is just bloody awful. Scouts, and we need them for Truim.
And if you're playing without DLC, you use normal end and good end as well to cheese stuff. So they're kind of very hard to avoid unless you play New Game Plus, good end, normal end, or New Game with DLC, which may as well be New Game Plus.
Yep.
As we've already covered.
That little text box as soon as I entered back play Neptune was the game giving me the 3 DLC scouts. We need as many scouts as possible, and we still won't probably have even close to what resembles good RNG for unlocking the dungeons.
Yeah, you may as well also wait just so you can build up a decent cash stock. I know that you get some free cash from the DLC, but it's still not that much. And you don't need any of the scouted dungeons yet.
I literally could have just looked at it there, but I'll look at it here. We need 3.
Okay. So yeah, this is the shittiest quest in the game, bar none.
Yep. Because in normal new game, you're not strong and these things take forever to kill. And they can deal a decent amount of damage, although you don't usually worry about dying yourself.
And Victory has a terrible drop rate for monster drops. The baseline drop rate is like 25% instead of 40. 40 is what they increased it to in Rebirth 1 and so on.
Does DLC increase drop rate? Cause what the frick, dude? We're
Did
starting
you
off
get
good.
one already?
We're starting off good.
You got one?
Yep.
Nice.
I swear, if we get minimum fights there, I want to think something's afoot.
No, it's a knee.
Something's a need. Got another one. This was totally passed beforehand, by the way.
Hello.
This is called cheating.
We're not really showing these people just how bad the drop rates are we?
Like that, huh?
No, we're kind of failing at that.
We're done. We're
Okay,
done.
this cheater, I'm gonna have to ask you to come with me to Meme Land.
Everybody in chat post Aaron Coppin real quick.
Yeah, do that.
Alright, so we need our resident debomb stew here to calculate just how rare that was. Because there's only 1 crystal skull per each of those fights, I believe.
Yeah, so, well, I forget if...
Or the third one had 1 or 2.
Just say that that's bullshit. Incentive check, Zeevish.
and something neat to happen. Just fate had it. A month or two ago, I lost my Truan notes that I had written down. Could not find them for anywhere. But then yesterday, I'm like, I want to just get my standard notes and just see if I can remember the Truan stuff. And then I found them first try. I'm like, okay, sure. So, fate had something to say about this run, I guess.
It did, apparently. But yes, I don't actually know what the command is.
So my end is turning into Scorpion and telling Marin to get over here.
Wait, it's pinned. We have that pin that Zfresh pinned so it wouldn't get lost. Incentive info, apparently.
But yeah, there's a story somewhere in this game, and probably too late to talk about it. If anyone in chat actually wants me to talk about it, I'll begin, I guess.
Story and My Neptunia? There's plot.
Air quotes, P-L-O-T. But we're already at the end of chapter 2. Doing a very specific walk there, because if you YOLO, you'll get an encounter most of the time. In this game, the enemies run faster than you, and if given enough space, they will catch you every time. One of the worst games for enemies, as they are hard to dodge when they get on your butt. I would say Mark II is the easiest to dodge.
No Zfresh, we killed Marin so that you couldn't put up a English versus JP bid war so that the vanilla Neptunia incentive gets met before you can.
What shall I do to you? Anytime. Now then.
My body. You know, I completely forgot that Neptune had a skill. I could have used it against the mini boss.
Imagine skills.
Imagine being level 9 at the end of chapter 2. Thanks to
You still don't have Lydia's skill, or do you have it now? I forget if it's level 8 or level 10.
I think it's 10 or something. I know we're at like almost minimum battles. At this point, it's really
Actually,
silly.
I think it's level 8 to get her Thunder combo, which you do need to kill Coffee Fist. Without DLC. Obviously you don't with DLC when you've got 3000 attack.
Imagine a almost sub 11 chapter. Whoa!
Ugh.
Alright, by the end of this chapter, we're going to get a 4th character on our team.
And they're not going to do anything.
They're going to have a strong weapon, just like 1/10 of our defense, even though they are already tanky on their own. I don't know why I keep on saying there. It's blonde. Spoiler alert.
She's a useful CPU and no DLC. But with DLC, her role is kind of obsoleted. So she's just another character.
The other main problem of DLC, or New Game with DLC versus New Game Plus, the big difference is Neptune is the only one that can do more than 909 or 9,909 damage but there are a character or two that you can put as a partner to make them break the damage cap, I believe. Where am I going?
Yeah, break damage cat does exist as a partner skill. Netgear gives it, and there are probably some DLC characters, but I don't remember which ones.
I have none of the DLC characters. Well, except for Child, If, and Gumpa, but I don't have them as part of the run. If any of them would do it, it'd probably be If, since I think If did it in one of the other NEP games. She broke damage cap. Now we go to last station. Good, I'm so north.
I'm a king
Huh.
jump.
One of these days I'll remember I can't jump. I'm
Yeah,
half a kangaroo.
without jumping star you basically can't jump.
Yeah, Neptune without
Compared to V2,
jumping stars,
I think
her
yeah.
legs are broken. Yeah, in V2 they just all around major jump height. They either made your jumping higher or they made the dungeons lower.
I think they made it higher, like, if you go to the same dungeon, you can do basically everything that you can do with Jumping Star without it. As in, Victory Jumping Star is the same as V2 no Jumping Star, and then V2 with Jumping Star you can go even higher, and jump up ledges that just never can be jumped in this game.
And then V2 New Game Plus, Gold Tower Jumping Star equals Keck W.
Oh yes, moon jumping. Totally legitimate. Should be allowed in every dungeon.
If anyone could mod in the ability to moon jump in every dungeon in V2, I would line up to be the first to play it, to test it out for you. There'd be some very interesting stuff to try to just mess with the ability to do that in every dungeon. You'd probably be able to jump out of bounds. I would assume not. Some dungeons' walls don't go that high.
Possibly, yeah. Although Neptunia is very good at making things to infinite height. Like, enemies are infinite height.
Yeah, enemies are infinite height. Cutscene markers that have walls that you can't pass, they are infinite length. Although we don't know if they're infinite high and low. At least the Documan and Lady cutscene is infinitely wide. You know, as buggy as people like to think of Idea Factory's games, especially the original trilogy, they built their story and progression to be, at this point in time, unskippable. You cannot sequence break anything from the original trilogy. And the closest thing you can do is in Victory is use eject buttons early in the previous dungeon that links you to here from La Station. Warp out before you see the cutscene. Well, okay. I'm getting it mixed up. It's the dungeon after this boss fight here. You can skip that cutscene by ejecting out, and then going to the second maze. But the cutscene marker to end the chapter is not in its spawn location, and does not appear until you see the cutscene marker in the dungeon that's after this fight. They sequence break proofed. victory pretty good.
It's surprisingly easy to sequence break things like that, though. You just make it so every event activates only in sequence, which is basically what this game does.
But
There
there's
are
not
some events that aren't on the sequence, but very, very few of them.
yeah, but there are a lot of games nowadays that you know they don't do that.
My turn.
Yeah.
Play events in order. No. Oh, you wanted me to to click that checkbox before sending the games out? Oh crap. Here, have my buggy game. But yeah, we're getting to that part where I can explain it a little better what I was meaning. So at this point in the game, you're not supposed to have eject buttons. But, well, even in normal gameplay, there is a way to get eject buttons at this point without New Game Plus. Using the scouts to unlock one of the true and required DLC, or why do I keep saying DLC? But one of the true and scout required dungeons. You can go there, avoid all the enemies because they will kill you if you don't. And then there's a eject button box in there that gives you a few eject buttons. But that's the only way to get them before you're supposed to. And it's actually done in the new game run.
Yeah, you pick up 2 boxes of 1 tree each, and then, depending on how many you randomly get, you can eject out of more dungeons, or only the longest ones. The longest dungeon well, the one that you always eject out of being the true end dungeon itself, because you spend like a minute walking to where the eject buttons are. So
Yep.
you obviously don't want to walk a minute back.
This cutscene right here is the one that you could skip. You leave the dungeon, and the next dungeon unlocks automatically. But you can't clear the next dungeon without seeing this cutscene right there. And then an eject button is in, I think, that item box right there. That's when eject buttons become available. They make it right after that cutscene. So they at least knew what they were doing on when they
Not
wanted
so
you to get
much.
them.
Yeah, they give you the plan in this dungeon that we just left. So then you can make your own. They're really expensive to buy from the shop though, from what I remember. And in a speedrun, you avoid making unnecessary plans at all costs because they are really obnoxious to get the drops from. Or drops for, rather.
It's okay, we have the power of cheat percent, apparently.
100% forehead.
And just like that, chapter 3 is over.
Well, you need to beat the boss first, but
Yeah, we got good old Mr. Bad. Definitely not a villain type name.
no, Mr. Bad is the premier good guy in the game.
And yeah, and when are we going to get a net game with a good guy called Mr. Good?
Don't get careless. Let's
But it's only
that
a
would be bad
farce.
guy.
Shall I do
Yeah, I was about to say it's
you?
only a farce. He is
I'll
also a
finish
bad guy.
this at once. Ready anytime.
If it was I, a bad guy.
Power to
Level up.
Let's see, Mr. Bad actually goes through some character development. Some. Plutia kind of ends where she began her character. But I like Plutia way more.
Lydia, character development? What's that?
She goes through more character development in the anime.
So chapter 4 is the last linear chapter for now. Or
Yep.
well, every chapter in the game is really linear apart from chapter 5, but this is the last one where
There's really not much to do
yeah.
in our own order. We're going to be doing another RNG quest here. It can be anywhere between 3 to 5 fights. We gotta kill
Actually,
skeletons.
this one is for killing. This one's for killing and not for monster drops.
Yep. Each fight can have between 1 and 2 of the skeletons, and we need 5 total, making the minimum 3 or the maximum 5. So we're gonna, if we see at least one fight with 2 of them, then we don't have the worst RNG.
Get ready.
And yes, a fight with the Louis Guard is the fastest way to do these. Except this is new game, not new game plus, so I think I don't know.
You fucked up.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh well.
In new game, you're meant to do runaway strats. Well, you can still do runaway strats, but you have to go over to the next one first.
They don't seem too tough.
Well, we're not starting off too good. Ah, I forgot to do the party setup at the end of chapter 1. Whoops.
Oh yeah, you didn't change formation.
The ideal solution for this.
Also, if you want to play this game in fast mode, play it on emulator. Then its engine is basically as fast as Rebirth's.
Hey,
if not faster.
can we run away, please?
No. You mean people don't like a bad character?
Ooh,
Surprise Pikachu face.
we got worse RNG. Although I don't even remember if this one can give 2. It's been a while. I think it can.
Enemies don't seem too bright.
Imagine worst RNG in my video game.
Localized entirely in your kitchen, blah blah blah. I guess we shouldn't overuse the same jokes too much.
It's going too far, man.
Don't worry, I'll retire it for 5 seconds. Yeah, this is another place where you might have an eject button if you're
Oh,
doing a no
whoops.
DLC run. You might have an eject button, if you're lucky.
Yeah. Yep. And see, it's precisely that its nap is the reason why the skeleton enemy overworld spawn does not give 3, since the Louis Guard gives 2. It would make sense for the skeleton to have a chance to give more, but it doesn't. It gives 3 to 4 bits and 1 to 2.
Nap making
Skeletons.
sense, not allowed. Also,
Yep.
Endeavor winners new game plus with new game with DLC on Rebirth 3. I
I
think you've already done that maybe once on one ending. I forget which ending though.
don't remember.
Hmm.
I've done quite a few different runs this year. They're all mixing together. All right, so we go to Limba. No, we go to La Station. Trying to remember the order in my head without looking at the notes. So this capture card loves getting behind and then fixing itself and then getting behind. I just wish it would stay fixed. Like, what the heck, man? Heck, it's not even capture card. I'm pretty sure it's XSplit because it doesn't happen in OBS.
So why are you on XSplit again?
XSplit to stream to a different channel.
Oh, okay.
A little tip for you future streamers out there. Never stream with XSplit using an Elgato HD 60S. Use OBS instead. And I'm going to say this before Marin shoots me. Use Streamlabs OBS after they fix that annoying bug that's happening right now. Alright, so this chapter was getting Nepgear. She's bombarded with having to take care of the children. Now she's sad, but now she's happy again, and she's also on our team. We won't use her, but I'm remembering how DeBalm is remembering she is a break damage limit character. So she will be put behind Plutia. So now we have strong character on our team. Even more strong than Neptune.
Yeah, Neptune has break damage limit innate, but her skills are bad and she's physical. And we talked about earlier how physical characters are just at a disadvantage in this game.
Alright. And I'll do a little fun thing. I'll just do it by how many choices or how many answers I see in chat. Who should I make a leader? Should I keep Neptune? Should I switch to Plutia, Noir, or Blonde? Pick now. Whose ever name I see more will be the leader for the time being. If I see a tie, DeBalm picks.
Not a valid choice.
Nepgear is not a valid choice because she is making the strongest character break damage limit. If no choice by the end of the chapter, we'll just go New Game Plus strats. Plutia will be leader.
What we need is more Flutie Slippers.
Yep. Heck, we probably even go Plutie solo percent, to be honest. Even in just New Game, Plutie solo percent seems like it'll work, but I won't do that unless we actually route it out to be faster someday.
Oh yeah, right. Some of the most spammy commands from the meme bot are banned in this channel, like Padoru. I forgot about that because I put it in place like 2 years ago.
Yeah, in New Game Plus, we do solo Plutia percent at the end of Chapter 5. Because starting with a victory and going through every other victory engine Neptunia game, and even V2, if you're a solo character, like the only character on the field, your stats are boosted by 10%. And in the victory engine games, being the only person in your team, the game loads everything faster, therefore saving time. And we do solo Plutia percent because we've already mentioned a couple times she is the strongest character in the game. For speedruns.
What shall I do? I will not reach. My turn.
That didn't break damage limit. No. Oh,
Yeah,
wait, she's not
because
on
you
our
lost
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not on our team. Whoops. Imagine
Yeah.
forgetting.
Ready anytime.
I wonder if I have to put her back.
You
Maybe
do
it's
have to put it back.
Dang, yeah, it was too early to put her as the partner. Whoops.
No, he definitely wasn't fighting Nipke. What are you talking about? Stop
Well,
lying.
well, when you play a lot of net games, mainly New Game Plus, each fight just kind of goes by in your head. You don't really care what fight you're on. Because you're just going to one-shot everything.
Your brain has been addled by New Game Plus. Clearly we need to make you do Victory New Game without DLC for a while.
Now,
to get that silly notion away.
Okay. Somewhere around some of these dungeons are... And I think I could have done it during the maze, actually. No, those are SP charges, never mind. So, some item boxes somewhere I just forgot about are hold eject buttons that I could have had by now.
Oh yeah, there are...
But I don't have them memorized.
Oh yeah. I don't remember them either, so... Eject buttonless run.
High CPU usage detected. Okay, let's close blue stacks.
Freaking expert.
That's the very first time I've ever seen that message since I got my computer. Imagine a 9th gen Intel having high CPU usage.
I'll get serious here.
Feels inefficient programs, man.
And imagine forgetting to equip
I'll finish this.
her back as a partner. Whoops.
A total defeat. But I have no regrets.
Get ready.
Die, CP.
I forgot to equip her weapon.
Finish this and what shall I do?
I'm forgetting a
I
lot of
mean, who
stuff.
cares about Blanc, really?
Certain.
That would have been a 2-turn fight instead of a 3-turn fight. Probably.
Maybe. Yeah.
Alright, now we're gonna be getting into the stuff. The good and stuff. We gotta watch a few extra cutscenes throughout Chapter 5 and Chapter 6. This little CG here does not exist in Rebirth 3. Neat
It
little
does,
factoid.
it's just optional.
It does not exist as a need to see, or else you can't move on.
Yeah.
Neat little factoid.
Only the first NIP station is compulsory in Rebirth 3. After that, they don't play at the end of the chapters and you have to manually watch them. But in Victory, you have to watch all of them.
I wonder if my controller has enough battery power. I hope so. Whoops. Imagine accidentally quitting the game. That would suck.
So yeah, Chapter 5 has the first 3 good end items and the quest item for the quest in Chapter 6, which you can get early. You don't have to, but it does save a little bit of time.
I'm gonna be killing the old man.
Sure.
Gee, the old man pathos. I think it's 2.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
reasonably sure it is 2 this time.
And as I said earlier, we're gonna make Pluto the leader. Oh, we don't have Bon.
Two character party.
Before we go get to first items, we're going to be doing this. Because there's one of the items you can't get until you do at least one of these little stories first. In this segment of the story, all the bad guys are invading all the countries at the same time. And you're going to be going around helping each country individually. I'm gonna go and just be picking up every close spot item box, since I don't remember which ones specifically have ejects.
Is there something in here?
So let's enjoy the lovely sounds of Ludia's slippers.
Because this is very practical outside wear.
It was actually rather difficult to do without much of a viewing.
Oh, you decided to zoom in all the way.
Yep, see if I can make it. I made it barely. Alright, normally in standard new game, without being OP, this fight is awful.
What to do?
Should've gave her weapon. Whoops.
Just a moment, please. I've been waiting for this.
This is impossible.
I don't think it would have mattered. Maybe it would have killed the bug. Who knows? Too late now. I don't think I'll be using Vert for the rest of the game anyway. Sorry, all you Greenheart fans. Man.
Greenheart fans exist?
All one of them.
We are Legion, we are one person.
Yeah, it probably would have been faster to skip her turn. Item number 1. Now we talked about PC and F. You gotta get them good in items. These are required, even for true in.
Unless you want to go on the bad end path, or the normal end as it's called in this game.
Now we're done. That's all. That's really all you do to get the good end stuff for this chapter.
Gotta get 2 more items next chapter, but for the time being, just resume
The onslaught.
dart against the whatever they're called in this game. Oh, the 7 sages. Took a couple of seconds there.
The 7 sages. And I'm going to try to remember all their names. We have Ray, Pirachu, Copy Paste, Nanny Death, Mr. Bad, R4, and that annoying
And the
brat.
useless child.
That annoying brat. What's her name? She's the only one I can't remember. feel like it starts with an A? I'm not sure. Yeah, I was correct. Abness. Thank you, Bahamut Lagoon.
I'll get serious here. May I begin? My turn.
I have critical edge. That doesn't
I can go
change anything.
anytime. What shall I
Oh
do?
wow.
The sun
The only ones that exist really is Plutia at this point in time.
today.
Hell, I think I will attempt solo Plutia percent at the normal timing at the end of chapter 5. Wait! Okay, now this is a long dungeon to have to go all the way back to the beginning. Wait, this is also the dungeon. Yeah, I should have been collecting these.
They're spaced out.
The old men. And their pals.
And I didn't get one.
I'm so happy.
Has his luck finally run out?
Let's find out after we fight this one. Oh, I could have went to the entrance right there.
Just as I planned.
Yeah, the teleporter.
Wait a little bit. I'll nap your face.
She just missed. She outright missed.
Easy peasy. Wait.
The luck has finally ran out. Or something.
Preemptive attack success. Me?
So, see, now this is what we were trying to show off in the previous chapters. Drop rates in Neptunia, especially this one, suck. So I'm just gonna circle these 3 until I get the 2 drops I need. I don't even need a preemptive strike.
Okay, time to do my best.
There's one.
I'm so happy.
4th try.
Huh? Haven't they seen us? It should all... Yes!
Discord, why are you not letting me edit my message?
I've been waiting for this.
Not that I changed much, but
There we go. There's 2. I do hope it is 2 instead of 3. But it should be. And since I remind myself where the marker is, it takes you back to the beginning. One useful bit of info would be remembering what point in the game do they get to level 30 to use Plutia's
They will-
EXE.
no, it's 25, isn't it, for XCs? In this game.
Oh yeah, it's 25, not 30.
They should be around now, actually. At least this is when you get them in the no DLC run. That could be wrong. Like, after an auto diff, rather than before.
right now. May I begin?
Oh, whoops.
My turn.
Who shall I caress?
It's my turn to attack.
Gotta love item jammers and skill jammer and all that jazz.
I can't hide my.
May I begin?
Yes, actually having to try.
My turn.
Very
Might as well.
briefly.
Anytime.
For a very little bit amount of time.
As expected, I guess.
Yay!
Yay! I rule. I'm pretty sure this is not an eject button. It is
Chances
a
are
live
it's not.
fragment.
In here?
Will this be the first victory speedrun without a single eject button usage? Find out next time.
On memes.
Memes, Baldy. Alright. Time to set up possibly the only thing we'll need for the rest of the game. Well, for the final boss, I will have a whole team. Imagine hitting the wrong buttons in a row. Wasting a little bit of time just for the off chance that maybe it's an eject. Or it could be a plan for anti-seal. Because we need that. The plan for the anti-venom. I'm going to assume that's a plan for an anti-something else as well.
Hmm.
That seems to be the theme of those. Okay, one of these three.
Oh, you're looking for ejections.
Yeah, I got taboo staffs. That'll help.
I don't.
Yeah. Since you, when one can't remember where they are, just check everything that's not too far out of your way. Oh no, we gotta avoid the Fenrir. This is V2. Imagine how slow this fight would be if I forgot to put Netgear as the partner. And I only have one person.
I'll beat my authority into your skull. Finally. May I begin?
Oh look, she heals herself.
Fine.
Are you saying I'll lose in
Using
this
this
one
button too. Alright everybody, prepare your parafeeds and or your narrow scareds. We got a certain CG coming up soon.
Yes, a certain scene.
And here it be. And now Child If is scarred for life.
So now we will have chapter 6. The second set of good end items, just 2 more.
Yep, and now IF and Combat and PC are all growed up. I think. It's chapter 6?
Nah, it's chapter 7 for growing up.
Oh, yeah, they're still children, never mind. I was just waiting for them to show up in the cutscene. Jumping the gun. Alright, we start out by getting the old man's pathos. And it was 2, thank the Lord.
So we start by handing in the old man's pathos,
Then we go to
since we already got it.
Then we go to Basilicom, then we go back to the Basilicom for the stuffed animal part to PC for the drawing.
And then the collectathon is finally over for now. For now.
For now.
It will resume later.
Everyone's wondering why is it a 3-hour estimate? You're halfway done with the game at 1 hour 11. Oh, trust me, the worst is yet to begin. Unless it wants to be a copy of Chapter 2, then, well, it might still be a 2:30 run then. Who knows? Now we got the, Koopo Kitties. I will not use taboo staffs for these guys.
Yeah.
If we
that's
see
kind of a
3
waste
right
of
here,
time.
it's perfect RNG. Okay. It's only 2. Getting the worst RNG here, getting 2, 2, and 2, and or 2, 2, and 3, is actually quite rare. Usually you do see 3 more often than you see 2.
Yeah, it's like a coin flip to get 3 and you have to get 2 both times.
Perfect
Lots
RNG,
of it.
how unexpected or something.
Shocked.
Shock
I
horror.
am.
Shock Pikachu face.
No way, Nanny.
I swear on me mum, that was pretty good. Yeah, so come again by accidentally clicking on the chirper. Now then after this we go for Inky and Mrs. Inky quests, or I just call them the ghosts.
The Pac-Man ghosts, yeah. That's basically what they are.
You're gonna get 5 and 5. But this is what I'll use a taboo staff on.
Yeah.
Just
I would
one.
say either use it here or on the stuff in Chapter 8, but either works really.
I think I only picked up 2, so I'll use it here and then Chapter 8.
This is brilliant commentary, isn't it?
Whoops. I didn't back out twice. Brain works sometimes.
Occasionally.
Everybody's enjoying our commentary. What are you talking about?
Preemptive attacks.
Everybody's here for the Pantsu shots, actually. 2 male, 1 female.
It's so fun to meet you.
4 male, 3 female. That's actually pretty good.
Not yet. I can still
Yeah,
make
not
it
bad.
longer.
Not bad.
Only 2 females and 1 male to be done. Okay, that was perfect. RNG, I
Did
think.
you get 3 fights?
Yeah,
Nice, nice.
we got 2 and 2, and then 2 and 2, and then 1 and 2. So yeah, that was perfect. It's insanely hard to get perfect RNG on that quest. This game is being very selective on what it gives and takes away. That is the insanely hard quest. I'll tell you. In New Game Plus, that quest makes or breaks normal and PBs at this point. Good N and True N are still farther away from being good, but normally that quest makes or breaks.
Assuming you've already reset for the earlier ones to be decent.
Yeah. And after this, I go to Louis Metroid Shelter. Yeah, that is true. Normalin is actually pretty dang good, where just one bad quest kind of ruins the whole run. But
Well, I kind of meant, yeah, you already reset for perfect RNG in the Chapter 1 quests, and then Chapter 4 depends on how bad it is, I suppose, and pace up to that point. Because it's not like the execution is perfect yet. There's still some time to save on execution. It's just how much.
so that's 4 out of 5 quests. That was perfect. Well, 3 out of 4. The daily quest didn't really require being perfect, since you have to hunt for the items anyway.
Prepare yourself. My
Alright, that worked pretty well.
power soon.
Although, maybe I should have killed him first, but I dealt
You
damage.
didn't really have any way.
I dealt damage to him at the same time as attacking each of the bugs. So he ended up dying at the same time as the last bug. So yeah, there was actually no way to kill him first, like you said.
Unless you wasted a turn, yeah. Because if you attack only him, then it might not hit the bug. But
Now we're about to get the best battle theme in the game. I don't remember how long it is. In New Game Plus, it's only for like 4 or 5 seconds. In this game, or in this category, it might be for 10, 15 seconds.
woohoo! 10 seconds!
It's enough to hear the most jamming part of the song. The beginning.
I'll keep you around till I'm satisfied. May I begin?
I probably didn't actually need to attack her from the back.
With my beautiful...
Yep, that was about 10 seconds. But don't worry, peeps, we get to hear that 2 more times.
It is the Tengu-no.
Hello. And with that, we're finally done with chapter 5. That was a long chapter. Or wait, I didn't split for chapter 5. Whoops. No wonder
With
it was
that,
a
we're
long
finally
chapter.
done with chapter 6-5.
Yeah, we're probably done with chapter 5.2. And we're beginning chapter 7. We skipped chapter 6, it didn't exist. You know, if you ever start speedrunning a game, make sure to pay attention to not just your splits, but also the game you're playing. That would help.
It would?
You would think a veteran runner would remember that. But it goes with what I said earlier, as once you just do so many games, they all just rush right by you and you don't pay attention much anymore. Oh crap, yeah, this ain't V2.
No, no jumping. Long way around for you.
At least we get this music. Best dungeon theme. We actually get to hear it! That marker is not spanning infinitely.
Yeah, some of the markers aren't quite as large.
I don't know what'll happen to you. Take this! May I be with tears? Your
They were
right
just
foot, shall I
far apart enough to where I couldn't hit them both.
level up?
Fun fact, that is a quest required to continue the game, but it's not required to report the quest when you're done with it. So what I need to pay attention to is at what point in here do I get IF and Compa? I don't think it was then. Maybe I get them now that they actually showed up in cutscenes.
Oh, it's only one scout. It's only IH,
Oh,
but it's
Still-
now, I think. Not that you have to do any of the scouting until Chapter 8 anyway, or Chapter 9 even, rather.
yeah, it's not right there. Alright.
This one looks strong.
I YOLO'd the symbol attack and still made it.
Hey, that works.
Oh, he barely lived. What a guy. And I missed. Can I beat him? Thank you.
Level up.
Imagine not having 100% accuracy, no matter how high level and overpowered you are in this series. Also, the ability to run away is never 100% either.
Until you play the reverse and you get plans, which can make it 100%.
Nah, we're playing victory. We'd never heard of the rebirths here.
We're boomer Neptunia runners. And Leanne is fanning the chat by voting for Japanese. Apparently we need to fast track making those higher amounts for bid wars and such.
He was actually in a very bad spot. Wait, I could have been running the Boxbird quest.
No, you're in the wrong dungeon for that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh god. The vert names have started.
Why is all this happening before the run?
Well, they're open in advance so that people can vote whenever.
I guess so. Sled.
I'll keep you around till I'm satisfied.
Okay, that's a good one. Pierce, faster than us!
Finally.
Of course he is. He's got
I wanna
1.1k ability. Yeah.
What shall I do? I wanna
Marin, when is the website so we can actually see what the values are instead of having to use chat commands?
level up.
I'm not demanding it at all, I swear.
I'm going to actually waste a second just to look at my status and see what my speed is with the DLC at this point, and just how far below 1111 I still am.
If you do New Game Plus without DLC at level 99, you can barely outspeeding with like one character if you gear them.
728. And
Oh,
she's
yeah.
the fastest character, of course.
Oh dear. But in all seriousness, I think it is going to kind of make the bid wars a little unintuitive if we don't have any way of seeing how many points each choice has. Well, sorry, votes, because we can't call them viable, channelable points or whatever. Because Twitch's acceptable use policy for channel points is a thing.
I was just gonna check if it was an eject. We're coming up on True End Dungeons, and that's gonna waste so much time.
Wait a little bit more.
Just one.
I picked your thingy up.
You got one.
I'm pretty sure that could have been 1 or 2 or 3. Well, I get to pick my poison. I already know which dungeon to use it on. It's the dungeon where the cutscene's like near at the end.
You mean Lego Island? Lego Island is the longest walk.
It's longer than that dungeon. That's all. Yeah, that we do the very first cutscene or the eject skip in New Game Plus.
I'm serious today, so
You mean
I
graphic
know what'll
pass?
happen to you.
I think in Graphic Pass you can just keep
What shall I
walking to the end and there's an exit.
Who shall I correct?
Yeah, I'm paralyzed and skill sold.
do? May I begin?
Congrats!
Who shall I?
Oh, I'm poisoned, and paralyzed, and skill sold. No, if I lose,
Who shall
this is gonna lose a lot of time. The run's dead. Actually, I can have that happen here.
Wait, why are you healing? Just kill him.
I didn't realize the skill cell was gone.
I can't hide my.
Oh, my damage have been reduced? There we go. That was
No,
scary.
you probably just missed.
Figured as much.
Let's be honest, you probably just missed.
Probably.
But yeah, this is why you probably don't want to run the one-person party anymore. Well, after Yellowheart, because Yellowheart doesn't have any of those shenanigans.
Yeah, let's bring back Neptune and Noir.
Oh yeah, we also have to do the R4 eggplant cutscene in True End. I forgot about that.
We sure
I'll put
do.
my authority into your skull.
Imagine doing that shit section.
Not yet. Level up.
What do you mean? Eggplant R4 is the best part of the story.
Said some people ever.
Said strange people.
Somehow sub 130, chapter 7. Alright, now we're in chapter 8. This is where all the crap begins. I wasn't looking forward to this part. If anyone
Chapter
ever,
8 time.
if everyone ever needed a reason on not to do Truant in this game for speedruns, it's this.
But you love scouts. They're your favorite feature in the game.
I love scouts, yes I do. I love scouts. How about you? Seven total. I think we can just go.
Wait, you don't have IF right now. I think you need to do the eggplant quest first to get her back.
But we gotta do all this by chapter.
No, you'd only have to view these before you go to Hyperdimension. And the eggplant R4 quest is open now. Well, not now, but after you beat Yellowheart.
I won't worry about it. We'll go
Oh, yeah,
on
you
with
can
one
still
less
just go
scout.
ahead.
Oh shit. Oh wait, no, that was a good.
Turn on auto dispatch, yeah. On all of them.
The square. Go to dungeon. Thank you.
Yeah.
That took a few more tries than I wanted it to.
Leave. Check the scouts, or you can save and reset if you're low on money. I don't think you're really low enough on money to bother with the save strat, but you can if you want.
Might be faster though. Even still.
You've got 226,000! It's not faster to do the save strat if you have that much.
Well, the straight strat, you'd have to enter the dungeon, leave the dungeon, look
You
at the
enter the
scouts,
dungeon, leave it, check at the scouts, yeah.
then enter the dungeon and then leave.
Yeah. Also, you want to enter a dungeon which has at least 3 days cooldown. Because jet set range is only like 1 or 2. You got another scout!
I sure do.
But yeah, don't enter jet set range, enter
Was it Zika, right? Zika 2?
Zika 2 maybe? Or Haneda will definitely work.
Oh man, now they're off sync. I should have sent him out at the same time.
Yeah, I think you want to go into Haneda mountain range.
I think I found another scout. No?
And there you got items. Oh, they're leveling up as well. Level up!
So what we're doing is we're gonna find very specific dungeons in each continent. Therefore, we have fun times to be had here.
Yeah, to find the dungeons, you want to send the scouts to the lowest amount of days on a dungeon, but then enter a dungeon that has a high amount of days. You're also getting some decent healing items out of this, like healing drinks and all that. From the lost places that show up as like random pictures on the overworld.
It's actually really bad. The RNG so far. With how many scouts we have. Oh, I've gotten
God damn
some.
it, Marin.
I've gotten some new scouts.
God damn it, Marin, but yes, that is also better than nothing. And yes, please do pretty print it. if there is an easy way to do that in JavaScript.
I accidentally got one back. Not that big of a deal. Oh, hey, okay. Woo. Alright, you know which dungeon is the most amount of days in what station?
It'll be a later one, so like an on-a-diff slab or something. Also set them to auto-renew. Don't forget.
No, you gotta do. I'm gonna do this first.
Once you've set them all, is what I mean.
This is a lot of scouts. Alright, so we're looking for Vita Dimension.
Yeah, and it's actually called Vita in this game. In Rebirth 3 they censored some of the dungeon names a little bit, so it got renamed to Vida.
They didn't want to know about that failure of a console cap in FB.
So they also renamed Lego Island to Power Level Island.
They didn't want anyone to know about that failure of a toy product.
I mean, I didn't actually find that myself. Google Senpai will do the trick. And Baron is also capable of using Google Senpai. I think.
There's the PS dimension. That's the wrong one. Wait, I don't know what I'm doing. Never. I'm gonna try a good old the method we use to skip text fast in V2.
Mash the buttons!
It doesn't work. It is faster to press the X button with 2 thumbs. Huge
You have 2
noise!
thumbs?
I have 1.5 thumbs.
Where did the other half go?
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
So many trust and distrust ones in this.
You got yet another scout as well. You're over 10 now, easily. See, this is why you don't want to do the save and reload strat when you can afford to not.
Let's
You
get
have to do
everything
it
before
in-
the Vita dimension, though. Yeah, I have 11 right now, but before I got all the scouts from West Station, so I should have like 12 or 13. That's tiring, though, hitting the X button all those times. Jesus, this is just the freaking terrible RNG. The very first scout did say new dungeon, though, so let's see. I don't think there's any other dungeon at this moment besides the Vita dimension.
Do you already have PS dimension?
Yeah, there's the Vita.
Yeah.
I guess I should be viewing the. I should have went to Lego Island and viewed the cutscene, but while I was there,
You can't yet. They're not available yet.
they're not.
Get out of here.
Alright, let's go to. What is it? Hello Continent, and get the 2 dungeons here.
Yeah, the Hello
Wait, no, I
Kitty
already
function
entered a
had
dungeon.
2 dungeons.
I forgot to remove the
Auto renew.
what are scouts for giving you headaches. Okay, it's at the bottom. That moment you accidentally turned on auto thing. Show Shao and Kuragad mention. That's what we're looking for.
Yep.
Imagine getting them both at the same time. Or none.
Ah, that noir name. Time to check something.
Card Shop Ruins! It's not even a dungeon!
Okay, it is not case sensitive, so that's good. I assumed it wouldn't be because of how the database works, but I was just making sure. That counted as another vote for the same thing.
I think I saw a new dungeon. We'll find out.
It's just sequels, case insensitive collation.
Okay, I did not see a new dungeon. I'm just losing my mind. Up in here, up in here. I found a new, I'm assuming dungeon.
Yeah, Chica found a new instance. Which presumably means...
Karaga and Soshal at the same time. There we go.
Oh, luck.
And I got a new
That's
scout
cool.
there in that. Now we go to PC. And we're looking for PC Game Factory. Oh wait, we gotta enter the dungeon first.
A Dalbec first.
Oh,
I think this place does have another dungeon that you can get. And this place must have a shorter cooldown than the one in Hello Continent.
okay. PC is up twice.
The army of scouts grows.
I've been hitting the wrong combo with buttons. I've been giving them.
Oh god, you spent all your money. I mean, it's
Woof.
probably fine.
Whoops.
Well, there goes the 200k.
I just spent 100 or 200. Wow.
You're gonna have to recall them now, I think, because some of them will be on 100k auto renew. Unless you did that earlier.
I don't know when I started spending the money. Well, there's PC Game Factory. We're done.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
I forgot to put them on auto renew, so that's
Yeah,
a
you
good thing
failed
that I got
already,
it first
didn't
try.
you?
Alright, so now we go to Eden.
Eden. Yeah, I guess we can just go and beat up the 2 bosses to get some more money. to scout the dungeon in Eden. Although I think Yellowheart drops 0 money, I can't remember for sure. But some bosses drop 0 money, I think. So Mr. Bad, who is followed up by one of the longest cutscenes in the whole game.
I'll just kill Mr. Bad and then leave the dungeon. I forgot about Eden.
Give it our all.
No, I said you should probably continue to get some money out of this.
What to do?
What? I wonder how much he gives.
Wait
I mean, yeah, don't bother leaving the dungeon before Yellowheart. You can scout it in Chapter 9 once you have to come here anyway for extra dimensional space.
This is
Oh, but you do need to do the quest item gathering. The 2 box bird items and the 2 flaming bones.
23.7k. Yeah, I forgot about that too.
Yeah, you've got enough. But now it is time for quest item gathering. Go to the second area and do it there, the enemies are better spawns.
You say in the second half?
Yeah, go to the second half.
How many box birds or king box
2 of
birds?
each.
2.
Well, items, so yeah. Could take quite a few kills, but
King crowns and flaming bones.
yeah.
That's what we're looking for. You
The
gotta wait for
lazy
them to
tracker
respawn.
that doesn't have proper character encoding. At Merrithew.
They're spaced out.
1 king crown.
Yay! I picked a thingy up. They're spaced
That's the correct
out.
one, yeah. The flaming one.
I win. Me?
Oh, yeah, this guy has like 80k health.
Level up.
Yeah, default char set is not UTF-8.
Come on, fight serious.
Even
Well,
though
yeah,
it probably should
definitely does not have enough SP to deal with all this shit by herself.
Ready for this.
Maybe you randomly got some SP charges though.
This will end it. It should all. Yes, we.
Wow, okay.
Oh yeah, the flaming bones are shitty drop
Oh my
rate,
god.
just like everything. You already have your 2 king crowns
Over
though.
here.
Oh, I do? Well, apparently this guy has some flaming bones with him. I didn't know that, but nice to know now.
That's good.
It's my turn.
Give me the 2. Or 1.
I did it. I love that level up sound.
It's better than nothing, TM.
We'll give everybody in chat fan service while waiting for this flaming bone. There we go. That's all you get.
Hello.
The lazy tracker now actually has the TN.
I've been waiting for this. Let's do this quick. This will end it. I've been waiting for
Oh, whoops.
this.
Oh, Podio was next, not Neptune. Ah, there's the next flaming bone. We're done.
Alright, so now we go and battle Yellowheart. The third, the last time you get to hear the music.
Oh yeah, I didn't make it a case in point to say that if you actually made it this far, and then you saw the Mr. Bad cutscene and fought him, that means you did at least get good in. That Mr. Bad fight would not be there if you did not have the requirements for good in.
Yeah. If you don't play Mr. Bad, you get a cutscene at the start of the dungeon instead, and then you come all the way here and you fight Yellowheart. And she's slightly stronger if you're doing normal end compared to good or true.
I will not retreat!
My turn.
Yeah.
This fight is so laggy with more than one character, holy moly!
You're still too early in the game for
My turn to it.
there to actually be a challenge involved with
I don't
DLC weapons and armor.
power.
Yeah, I give it a less than 1% chance that Final Ray is going to be any sort of problem, since you can beat Final Ray at level 99. And DLC weapons make you stronger than level 99.
Like, she will deal non-zero damage, but
She can skill seal though, which is going to be
Yeah.
bad if that happened. She can skill seal level 500 Iris Heart, and that's scary enough. Yeah, imagine being almost done with the game, but it's still too early to actually have damage dealt to you.
yeah, the final boss should be able to deal some damage. We'll see how much.
This will be the first time everyone in this stream right now is going to be witnessing, for the first time, just like us, how strong is new game with DLC on the final boss of Truan. Alright, so we do the cutscenes after the fake purple heart. I'm remembering now. And we also do eggplant R4 after?
I think you can do eggplant R4 now if you want. May as well do it to get it out of the way.
We're about to do one of the
Or
most
you might-
meme things that Diff Actor's ever put in a video game.
You might have to do one of the two quests for it for peers, I honestly don't remember. I just know that you do it ASAP and Rebirth free because that's the only one I've done recently.
I'm going to remove Blonde. Or I don't even know if she was in the team, but I'm gonna just have Peachy in. Even though she's
Well, your
still
body
gonna-
gets reset anyway.
Yeah, I'll do it after the eggplant R4, which we can do right now. There.
I'd suggest saving before you actually go into the battles just because they can paralyze you. I don't remember if they can poison you or not though.
Yeah, that's true. I'll save right now. Marin with the super creative name instead of Nyan Ghost's
Actually
Uncre-
creative name.
actually creative.
Yeah, and there are two slots available per name, that is true.
Okay.
Oh, I thought there was another cutscene after this one. Okay, so it's a good thing I saved one of them.
It's all over. I've been waiting.
Well, you might be fine anyway, judging off the fact that you killed two of them in one turn.
I don't care who you are. I'm gonna
Yeah.
win.
Since I do not have a at Ranger Summon, we gotta use Rebirth 3 strats. Okay, now I'm paralyzed. But they're dealing legit nothing. And I'm being paralyzed for like ever.
Waiting.
What is this, Pokemon?
Yes. Got a Nepomole.
Don't get careless. Let's get serious.
When a critical edge can one-shot, it can't.
Another
For anybody that's not super defensive and tanky, critical edge is actually a really good step up above her standard skill.
Hmm.
Oh, that's done. That was required for Truean, by the way. That little sequence of events I did. You love to see Force stuff. Now we put new perma character in for no reason other than yes.
Yes. Also, I guess you could give her the. I guess you could give Pishi the whatever that armor is that drops from Ekman R4, which is kind of OP.
I could. It's nowhere near the OP-ness of the DLC armor, but it is still very good armor.
Yeah.
The Eternal Aegis. Her strength actually goes down.
Yeah, because the default armor raises her strength. Gotta give English its first vote, even though it's being buried right now.
Oh my god, that took forever to pop up. Thanks to more than one character in your party.
Oh well, we'll just change no war to no war without a space. It'll make such a difference.
Don't you know it's like Pokemon, you need less characters to be faster. It probably is not like Pokemon.
Don't get careless. Let me get serious.
How strong are...
What shall I do
You-
to
you- You okay? You would have been stronger if you had a damage limit. And why
Yeah.
is Plutia missing Netgear? Oh yeah, it's because of the freaking up eggplant. Shh, God bless.
America.
It's my turn to attack.
Yep.
I'll finish.
I was trying to attack the wrong board.
Fine. Ready anytime. Level up.
Actually, I'll let chat decide. Who gets break damage limit? Plutia or Pishi? Vote now. With your words, not your channel points. I will attempt the rest of the game with the winner, and you have like 20 seconds. Alright, the most answers I see in chat by the end of this first cutscene.
So now you're actually going to go and view the 6 cutscenes, and because of the limited amount of eject buttons,
Pishi or Plutia? Why is everyone saying something I didn't say? The first time it was Netgear. And in before Marin responds exactly how TSL responded on the first one.
then no one.
Alright, we need a tiebreaker quick. Or if not a tiebreaker, the bomb picks. As soon as this cutscene is done, we'll find out the answer.
100%.
Eureka chose just in
Pico.
time, framed perfectly.
Who I would have chosen anyway, so it didn't make any difference. Just because it makes it more interesting.
Our one and only eject button in the whole game. Memes.
Yep, now time for the turn.
I'll go ahead and make her the leader too.
You have to go the long way around in this dungeon as well. It isn't that bad though. Pico is Pishi. Pishi is the new character that only just joined who hits things really hard.
Yeah, she's the physical sweeper. while Plutia was the special sweeper. But Plutia is just better than Peachy. But the vote
Well, kind of.
the vote was to make the game more meme by having Peachy win anyway, because I knew people who understood the game would have voted her in anyway.
You're not really using Plutia's full power anyway, because you're not using her EXE move. But
And she also doesn't have the second level of her top skill too. I forgot the name of it. Whatever top skill name is 2. Which is way stronger than the first one.
Oh, Fighting Viper 2, you have to actually watch a cutscene to get that.
Exactly. Even though I didn't remember the cutscene, I just knew we don't have it yet.
And the cutscene's in Chapter 4, so you missed it already. I think Chapter 4, maybe Chapter 5, but one of those two. But yeah, Peachy just gets her good skills right off the bat, but they only do 1 hit by default. Did you give her a DLC weapon, or does she not even have one?
She has a DLC weapon. I gave it to her.
Okay. Yeah, she might actually be better than Plutia just because the final boss is in
Special
Magic
thing?
Tank as well. Yeah. Like her highest stats are her intelligence and her mentality.
Well, to be honest, we need as much tech as we can because of PC skills only being 1 hit. Whoops.
Oh, we're trying to find more eject buttons.
Yeah, but we found taboo staffs instead.
We sure did.
Oh shit, I didn't even find Eden's dungeon. I mean, it's not a bad thing that I didn't find Eden's dungeon, but I almost forgot about it, to be honest.
I mean, you still have to do Lost Stations one as well. But you can do that at the same time
I
as
at
doing
least
the
unlocked
cutscene.
Last Station's one. I didn't even unlock Eden's yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, skipping Eden's one was kind of deliberate though. Because you got there and you had no money because you spent it all by mistake.
Hitting the wrong button! Mysterious ring.
The giant Madonnas.
Alright, everybody in chat, I guess now is a good time to make your guess. How many attempts will it take to get Eden's dungeon unlocked? You know what, I'll make it a giveaway. For TCG players. Super Pack, I need to go a long way around. If you can guess. Can't copy the guesses of others. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully it's not more than 2 or 3, but you know, you never know.
You surprised me.
Guesses are
No
closed
one's
at the
saying
end of this
one.
dungeon.
I've been waiting for this.
High CPU detected, even with no blue stacks. 82, 84%. What the frick?
Expletive shit.
You love to see it. Alright, so every guess has been taken except for 1, and in the super bad chances more than 5. I look at chat for 1 frame, I was about to run into another enemy. Yes, I looked at chat for exactly 1 frame of real life frames. Alright, before I
don't
view
forget
Last
that-
Station's...
No, you can view the Lost Station cutscene first.
I just don't want to. I want to make things weird. I have Iffy now. Iffy's going to be the one to unlock it, boys. We're not going to find out because I'm going to be skipping everything so fast, but Iffy's definitely going to be the one that finds it.
And you're actually selecting 100. Yeah, Peishi does like to take those as well, that's right.
Oh, whoops. "13 scouts.
Not bad, not bad.
Found money!
If
I
you
found
pay
some
them-
lost runes. I found a dungeon. Someone found a dungeon. What should be
Yeah,
the
if
one guess? The one guess. This does have a dungeon I don't need though, so.
Yeah. If you pay them more money, they get better rewards, but I don't
Alright,
think
we
it
got
applies to dungeon.
Nobody,
Oh, one try, no one wins.
nobody wins.
So yeah, once you get to this event marker, you can just carry on to the end of the same dungeon. And there'll be an exit. Instead of going all the way back.
There's still a chance that some of these item boxes could have an eject button, and the eject button would still be faster than walking to the end.
There is an eject button in this dungeon. It's right at the end. After the event marker.
Ah. Neat.
Just to say fuck you one final time.
Just idea factory things.
Like, yeah, I don't remember all the eject button locations, but I do remember this one. It's a bit trollolololol.
I want to predict it being this item right here. That's a life fragment. We needed those.
Totally.
Still, it's a tiny bit faster to use it even right there.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Oh, we got every Truant thing. We're done. Hopefully. We did not forget anything. I can move the notes now. This is definitely way lower than 3 hours.
Yeah, it should be over pretty soon, depending on how hard the final boss is. Though you still have to do the Fake Noirs, the best boss in the game.
Yep. I based the estimate off of your Truant time on New Game, and even though this is way faster due to DLC, I also based it off the fact that I'm not prepared for it.
I mean, if I wasn't here and you had to remember everything yourself, then it might be somewhat close to 3 hours.
I would have predicted 15 minutes slower around, give or take.
Yeah, hard to say really. I mean, I don't have to remind you of that much, but there were a couple of things.
Alright, so now we don't really need Ludia. Well, yeah, she can still deal 29,997.
Waiting for this.
Yeah. And
Wait
if
a
you
minute.
put on the mute skill.
I thought her top skill was. I got freaking skill
it
skill.
changes in HDD.
It's my turn.
Nor I didn't even know these fake CPUs could skill cell.
Let's do this quick.
I assume it's Greenheart doing that.
I'll net your face.
With Silhouette Spear.
Can Bludia's second skill multi-hit is the question.
I do know that if you get Fighting Viper 2, then it hits for 10 times if she's untransformed.
Yeah, not that one. It's the just her second skill in the list.
But I think her default second skill is 1 hit. Don't remember though.
We'll find out during the clone fight.
Yeah, and on
If
the
she
death
doesn't have
first-
a multi-hit, well, actually, she automatically transforms for Ray, so that will actually I won't remove her in that case.
I think she automatically transforms for this one as well. It's just that first one that she doesn't.
Well, Poopy make Poopy.
Poofy McShitface.
Yep. There's two different type of people in this world.
However formidable the opponents, I will not retreat.
If it wasn't for the fact that that skill bounces, it would be so much better.
Now then, what to do?
Oh, this
Oh yeah,
fight's-
they're actually dealing damage to Peachy anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Because she's the
Maybe-
party leader, so they're just targeting her.
Maybe I need to give her Plutia's armor. You give Plutia
possibly.
her armor.
If you're gonna keep her as party leader, then I would say so, yeah.
I don't see myself dying to this fight, even if Pluti does die. I don't think they can deal damage to Neptune and
May I begin?
Noir.
Yeah, no.
Anytime.
Oh, they dealt a little bit of to Plutia. That's not good.
I'll finish this at once.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's not like 100% safe.
What shall I do to... Now then, what to do? My turn.
Alright, the quest of beating this fight before Peachy dies, I succeeded.
Congrats.
I'm saving before the final two rays. I'd be an idiot if I don't. If anyone answers differently than IF as best character, then they're wrong. Objectively.
Objectively in IF's fantasies.
I don't know why I held the SP, but oh well. Long way around. Okay, randomly the CPU is down to 30%. So it's something with XSplit, I think. How in the world do you get a powerful CPU to jump between 20 and 80%? I'll never know. But XSplit always manages to amaze me. Just in case he wants to skill seal everybody. Saving. I don't like this Ray fight. This Ray fight has made me depressed on losing world records I'm good in New Game Plus before. Because she skill sealed me three times in a row or 2 times, something like that.
Skill sealed.
Even after we calculated the odds of being skill sealed once to be incredibly low, she did it 2 or 3 times that one run. And yet I've never seen Final Ray Part 1 do any skill sealing. I don't know how this Ray can skill seal, but the others can't.
Are you supposed to be my opponent?
Okay, I'm gonna go.
My turn.
Ah, even with the
Here I
magic buff that she has,
do.
she still does maximum damage.
My turn.
Wow, she dealt damage to Neptune.
I'm gonna go.
And skill sealed Peachy.
What shall I do?
Ready anytime.
That was quick.
Show me a good. My
She heals more than Noir can deal.
What shall I do to you?
Exciting.
Oh, you're using Noir's top skill, which is only 1 hit. You need to manually change to the one below it.
What to do?
Lace ribbons.
No way.
Yeah, she learns Tomerade Sword by now, which is 1 hit.
Yep. And with damage breaker, or damage limit breaker, that normally would be an OP skill. Because Corner Rage Sword is pretty powerful, requires a lot of SP.
Yeah, it is one of her most powerful skills, if not the most powerful.
Then we found out if the whole thing, everything was done correctly. I mean, I do agree, Umio is pretty freaking good. Top 5 characters. We're also on the longest cutscene in the game. Chapter 10's intro cutscene. I used to think it was the Mr. Bad cutscene of Chapter 8, but nope, it's I remembered the bomb calculating this one to be slightly longer.
Oh yeah, this is the longest cutscene, just barely. The other candidates being the one after Mr. Bad in Chapter 8, the one where Iris Heart gets revealed in Chapter 1, and I don't remember any others, but those 3 are all really long.
The ending cutscene in Chapter 4, when all the CPUs are in the CG.
No,
That's
that one's
like
only
in
like 30 seconds. That one's nowhere close. It is the longest NEP station by far, of course, but it's nowhere close to the longest overall cutscene.
I'd say it's a contender even if it's in 4th or 5th place by a lot.
No, there are quite a few other long ones as well. It might be like 10th or something. Like I said, it just feels long because it's one CG, and it's also the longest NEP station by a long way.
You're a CG?
Your face is a CG?
Oh, heck no. Alright, so how do we tell if we have true end and good end? If we see any of the 7 sages in the next cutscene, that's how we know. If we did it, Reddit.
You also get the really big portal instead of the teensy-weensy portal.
Yeah, this cutscene's decently long too for the true end portion.
Yeah.
It might actually be as long or longer than the Chapter 1 Iris Heart.
Yeah, Chapter 1 Iris Heart is just under or just over a minute. So it's pretty hard to be slower than that, or to be longer than that.
And because we're in true end, we're forced to go to the Basilicom. If we were on good end, we would be in another cutscene right now. Or no, we'd be in a cutscene that will take us straight to the last dungeon. And because we never got that tutorial on how to enter a Basilicom, the game thought, oh hey, you don't know how to enter a Basilicom. Here's how. I know you're in Chapter 10 and all, but here's how you enter a Basilicom. It's not like we entered a Basilicom 25 times before this point.
This run is actually going to be further away from your good end PB than my good end and true end PBs are apart. But I suppose that's just because of you being really rusty for this one compared to your good end.
Yeah, it would have been a little faster if I did in Chapter 9. Instead of Chapter 8. But, oh well. Potato, potato. I gotta reset up the team. I'm pretty sure that's different now. That is the same. Okay.
No, it's good end where you get a new team here. They never actually leave on bad.
I'd say this has 5 minutes at most left. 7, maybe? There's a lot of cutscenes remaining. And I have no idea how many skills the 2 final bosses will take. There's also one boss before the final 3 bosses that's true end only. Yay, I'm back up to 84% CPU usage.
Yeah, there's about 5 minutes left. If this goes as expected. Or slightly more or slightly less.
I still think they should have let you have like the biggest amount of characters up to this point. Well, actually, I still think this game has the biggest amount of characters up to this point, if you include the DLC, but they could have went even further beyond. It lets you have both versions, the Hyperdimension and the Ultra Dimension CPUs.
Oh god.
This theme is so good for a final dungeon theme, and then it gets ruined when it's freaking one of Planeptune's standard dungeons for V2.
I'll say this. I'm totally serious right now.
Okay, so now it is time for Fake Iris Heart.
I'll finish this at once.
32-bit
kind of
Mega
annoying.
Blade actually might deal someday. I didn't actually catch how much that dealt.
Like 50k-ish, or maybe a
Ho,
little.
ho, ho, ho. She's powerful.
Yeah,
May I
she's strong.
begin? Ready anytime.
First time ever witnessing that fight on New Game with DLC. Since it's
Which means the
true
final
and
ray is actually going to deal damage to you. Substantial damage.
Good thing I have substantial healing item.
Yeah, you got quite a few from the Lost Places, and also just from DLC itself.
So where's the save? There it is. Imagine saving before the final ball.
Imagine using the radar.
That's how I found it.
You actually did use the radar in a Neptunius radar.
Hey, I use it a bit sometimes, rarely, but you know.
Perhaps not as much as you should, is I think the message we're trying to get at here.
So, probably a good thing I did not have the war for all 4 CPUs, all 4 CPU candidates, or the standard team setup we're going to have right now, versus the 2 Rays, because if she's going to deal a crap ton of damage, she probably would have kicked the candidate's butt.
Oh, do you not have stuff that they can equip?
I'm serious.
They have the DLC weapons, there's no
What
arm.
happened to you?
I mean, they could have taken the
Oh,
armor.
well, yeah, true, but... True, maybe.
The thing
We'll-
about
we'll
those
never
armors
know.
and the rings and such, they're not tied to any one character, unlike the weapons.
Show me a. It's my turn.
Yeah, it looks
Hey,
like
that
Neptune's
missed.
skills being like 90k, so that's actually pretty strong.
I'm gonna go.
Because
No way.
Pishi did 58k and then Neptune did,
CPU.
and then it went up to 148 after Neptune. So Neptune did 90k. Not bad.
But Ray 1 is nothing compared to Ray 2.
Yeah, she has half the HP and much lower stats. She's actually weaker than Fake Iris Heart, I think, or about the same strength.
If this goes first try, this can be sub 225, maybe sub 225.30. Because it's 223.25 around there.
Are you supposed to be my opponent?
Okay, I'm gonna go.
What shall I do? to
Eh,
you?
that's a lot of HP.
I'll finish this.
Yeah,
at
500k.
One of her
HP.
hits missed.
once. Show me a good. Ready anytime.
Oh, that missed. Oh god, that was probably really lucky. Oh god, she's barely out of range.
86k from Neptune that time.
It's
Pretty good
my
damage.
turn to attack.
She's not doing any damage?
Oh, she probably fixed physical move that time.
May I begin? Anytime.
As soon as she fixes a magic move, she'll start doing damage probably.
Neptune.
Ready anytime.
Neptune needs some SP.
Yeah, that is basically your best damage you have.
Exciting.
May I begin? Who wants
So in the
to
end,
die
Neptune was the
first?
hero of New Game of DLC. Well, maybe it would be Pluto if she had damage limit
Show
break.
me a good.
Hard to tell.
Go anytime.
Like,
May I begin?
in a natural run, I
Oh!
guess you would probably get
Lose to a.
Pluto with damage limit break, Oh, and also time long.
Imagine
You probably
Iris being the victor
We're pretty cute.
with 19,990 damage. Now you can continue what
Yeah.
you're saying.
You'd probably get Iris Heart, have her damage limit break, and get her Fighting Viper 2 skill, and that would be your strongest DPS. But it looks like Neptune is also pretty good once she gets Mega Blade.
My power.
So those two would be the main DPS, and you just say fuck Pishi.
And throw it. Level up.
224.39.
In Rebirth, in Victory and Rebirth, when you get virused in a fight where you're forced into HDD, you stay transformed. That's true of Victory, Rebirth 1, 2, and 3. But in V2 they fixed it.
I was sick. What was my good end time? Wait,
154, I think. I just remember it's the same as mine, minus 1 hour, and I think I had 254. Without
Yeah,
DLC, obviously.
So 28 minutes separate from good end and normal, and then
Yeah.
30 minutes
For me-
difference on good and true.
Yeah, like, the reason I said that is because my times are only 24 minutes different, but I think it's mainly because of having actually routed it at the time and being not rusty, whereas you were way more rusty for this one compared to when you did good end.
Yeah. Well, the good end still needs some.
They all need
As
work,
well.
let's be real.
See, I remember working on normal end. Normal end should already have strats in it. That's what I took inspiration from when I looked at
Yeah.
the beginning here. Good end was 3 years ago instead of 1 year ago. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't have the strats.
Oh,
And then
well.
true end happened to do.
I guess you could do a incentive to optimize them at some point. But that
Some-
means actually playing true end again.
the sigh. We have best
I
ending theme
sigh.
in Neptunia! Fight me!
It is a pretty good one, yeah. Thinking that a name was Zfresh won't feature in the Vanilla Neptunia race. How naive is Zfresh? At least it's on Blonde this time and not Noir, although I'm sure we could arrange it to be on Noir as well. It has been arranged.
Alright, and with that theme over, we all got to witness this run for the first time. It was actually a good run. The beginning had insanity RNG that I
This is true.
just don't know if it will happen again. Ever.
You got pretty good RNG for the whole run, honestly. There were just a couple of slow points. Like 1 or 2 of the scout dungeons took a little bit of time, and the Old Man Pathos wasn't perfect, although it wasn't bad either. Still went by pretty quickly.
Yeah, minimum crystal skulls. 1 or 2 from minimum
Yeah.
chapter 1 quest.
The crystal
Jesus.
skulls are insane. I mean, they are actually 40%. It's the other drops, like the normal mob drops, which are 33%. But yeah, those ones are 40%, so to get 3 in a row is 60... what is it? 6.4% to get perfect RNG.
And it
So
happened in a
nothing
marathon
too
run.
crazy, but it happened in a marathon run, so...
And the same marathon run where chapter 1 happened. And then graphic pass was found first try. And then even though it wasn't first try, we found out Hello Continent's 2 dungeons in a row.
There was a lot of good luck. I mean, I'm sure you can beat it just by actually having a plan for everything, but
Yeah. Insane. I'm glad to have showed something off from Victory. I am still very nostalgic for this game. This is the game that got me into the whole Neptunia speedrunning as a whole. So I hope to bring Victory in as many things as I can, but we're starting to run out of things we haven't done before. We're getting to the things that only Devom will be able to bring. aka good and true and new game.
Plat percent.
Plat percent for Neptunia. Wait. Yeah, maybe 12 days. 2021.
One day you need to do that. But anyway,
Hell, let's
the
make it
next
a race.
one we have is sure, but the next one we have is
Day
Death
9.
End Reset Series Platinum. And by series I mean both games, because there are 2 of them. And they will be done by 2 different runners, but we're calling it one day. And doing them back to back, hopefully. So yes, that will be day 9. It will be on Saturday, December the 19th US time, starting at 11 AM Eastern, 5 PM Central European time. Roughly. And the Death End Request 2 run should be following up immediately after. Provided that it gives Z Fresh enough time to get home. Or, I guess it's a Saturday, so he might be home the whole day anyway.
Yep. So we will catch you guys there. Thank you
Or
for
at the
stopping by.
Endeavorgaming, cough.
I didn't want to advertise that here.
Tough shit. Anyway, later.
Later, and catch you at day 9, peeps.